In your experience, do you sense teens feel stressed, overwhelmed, and underprepared to properly attack the task of getting accepted to the college of their choice?
I think when teens start this process, they generally feel like they have to be someone that they're not in order to get into college. They really feel like their experiences have been generic, that they haven't accomplished anything, to the point where they don't identify the choices that they've made, the things that they've learned on their own, the books that they choose to read. Students feel like they have to have an out-of-body experience to even be considered by competitive colleges. So the first thing we do as part of our program called The Way There is we communicate to students that you don't have to reinvent yourself in this process. Just be yourself, and who you are on your best day is enough to get into college. So we start with something called the collection phase, where we literally and figuratively get on the same page with students about who they are and what it is that they want to accomplish. We write a resume with students. We get their 5 key groups of stakeholders on the same page about who they are and what they want to accomplish. And we get students to recognize that they've accomplished a lot of things right from the start. In fact, one of my favorite testimonials is from a parent who said, after the first meeting, I was impressed by everything my son had done, because it was true. I had the realization that he deserved to get into college and that he was a lot readier than he came off as. I was worried about his maturity, but actually he had done a lot of things that would make anyone prepared for college. I think that's pretty representative of what causes the anxiety. Students feel like they have to bottle something they're not. They have to overplay their hand in terms of how ready they are to study medicine or go into business, instead of just identifying the idea that they want to learn and that they have done many things to move in that direction. So that's the way we first cut off anxiety, by students right away in their first 90 minutes of working with us saying to themselves, wow, look at all the things I've done, and actually having paper that they can then share with everyone who recommends them, so they don't feel like anything that's going on is false. And I think that's what ultimately causes the anxiety. Teens want to create identity during this process, but they can't if they don't choose things that are authentic to themselves.